Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Unwavering bond Tien Chiaotzu, which is the latest World Tournament LR to receive their Extreme Z Awakening in Dokkan. Now I have this unit with one dupe and they are at 69%. They are null types lead with their Extreme Z Awakening of 120%. They raise defense for one turn on their 12 key with a medium chance of stunning, and raise their defense for one turn on their 18 key with a high chance of stunning. They have key plus 2, attack and defense of 100%. They get an additional key plus 1 up to 5 with each attack performed. They get an additional key plus 3 with a medium chance of crit with another bond of friendship category ally attacking the same turn. They get attack and defense of plus 50% when key is 14 or more. Attack and defense of plus 100% when key is 16 or more. They launch an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super attack when key is 18 or more. And then they have the chance of performing a critical hit of plus 20% and seal the attacked enemy's super attack for 2 turns when key is 20 or more. They have Z Fighters, Crane School, Don Ray, Telepathy, Shocking Speed, Sharing the Limit, and Legendary Power as their link skills, and they're on the World Tournament join forces with the rivals Earthlings, Bond of Friendship, Saiyan Saga, and Earthbred Fighters categories. Now, basically, very interestingly enough, they get a pretty sizable boost. I think for me, they are pretty solid. Overall, they're not bad in any way, shape, or form. I think their attack stats are pretty good. So obviously start of turn defense isn't going to be anything crazy. It's not that they have bad defense, it's just that their start of turn isn't crazy. However, their defense will raise quite substantially. So for example, upon their first attack they're close to around 200k, if not higher. And then, or at the threshold of 14 key, then if they get to 16 key, their stats go up even further. Then they're closer to the 400k mark, or around about there. And then of course you have to factor in the fact that they raise their defense on their super. So we're looking at them being around the 500k mark, roughly, give or take, when they hit 16 key, which is pretty good. You couple that with a 10 million attack stat, and honestly speaking they look pretty solid. They also have built-in crits, built-in additionals, and so I think overall, they're pretty good. They are key dependent. They do gain 5 key from their passive. They do have 2 key from their passive. They do get another 3 key when there's a bond of friendship category ally attacking in the same turn. So there is scope for them to obviously get better, so to say, to have key and to obviously do a really good job. But there is kind of that outlier that essentially they're very key dependent. And even then it only kicks in when they super. So for people who really praise start of turn defense, these are not going to be the kind of units that ultimately I think people are going to be super duper thrilled about. Most players tend to like start of turn defense to be a lot higher, and I think most, at least I would say most of the player base tend to not really like the notion of only having good defense after super. With that being said, I still think they are pretty good. I still really like their damage. I think they have very good damage output. I think it's very solid. And yeah, I would have to say that ultimately I do think they are a pretty good unit. I think they're really quite solid. I think what they lack the most is a good linking partner. So one thing I do think they lack is a very nice linking partner. You do have the Int Tien, the Prime Battle one, who's decent, of course. There's nothing wrong with him, but they both serve the same function. Both second slot units, both really thriving off of the second slot position. So putting them together doesn't really benefit them a lot. So I do feel like that's a little bit of a hindrance. Otherwise, maybe you're looking at like AGL Android 8 or the LR Turtle School Goku. That's kind of where we're sitting with people that can really do well. Android 8 is very dependent on Goku Youth, so that's something to factor in. But yeah, I would say overall, definitely something to consider. Not saying that they are bad in any way, shape or form, but definitely something to consider. With that being said, I do think they're good. I think they're solid link-wise. Obviously very catered towards Crane School and Tien style units, so that's just something you have to deal with. I think their links are okay. You know, sharing the limit tracking speed gives them a decent foundation in terms of key links. Then of course they also have legendary power, so they do have some stuff there. Within Crane School, telepathy, those are all very hard to get, so things kind of dip off from that point. Overall, I would have to say that I do think they are solid. They're a good damage dealer, good second slot unit, a little bit lacking in team, but I think overall still a nice solid pickup and a good World Tournament unit. Not the best, but a good one. And I'm excited to see. I hope they get a good tank soon, but I think overall they're still a very decent unit, just for me in general. There could be some interesting Tien options coming down the line, and that could dramatically change how good they look. But for now, I would say they're a solid unit, just that doesn't have enough to build a team around them that can really cater to their capabilities. But yeah, that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, and as always, I will hopefully be able to see you guys in the next one. So as always, thank you very much for watching. Take care, stay safe, and of course, let me know if you have any more queries. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.